Good evening, beautiful beings. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. It's kind of an auspicious moon. We've got harvest moon, we've got Pisces moon, we've got super moon, and we have eclipse. And so super moons just really amplify the energy, and the eclipse is kind of taking us a little bit into the shadow of of the earth actually and the sun. And and then the harvest really kind of speaks to our hearts, right? That there's so much that we have been cultivating and so many seeds we've been sowing. And so this might be a really sweet time to really put some energy into that which is your most precious intentionality. I want to say that it's an interesting time right now. I think that, I think a possible positive way to say it, things are a little bit in the balance. Which way are things going to go? And I think that there is a little bit of a standstill happening in terms of people's realization and flow of their own personal purpose and reason for being here. A lot of times when you're on the spiritual path, you're getting input from a teacher or a book or your own meditations or life experience. You're getting this input, you're moving forward, and feel you can really feel that evolutionary acceleration in time space. And right now something's a little bit at a standstill. It's kind of interesting. So sometimes it means that we need to stand still and move to levels that are deeper than we have imagined. So tonight we're going to just let ourselves drop into um, the experience and the feeling of what this particular moon is sharing with us through its markations or this offerings of an eclipse. And what's so beautiful is that we're really in the umbra of it. It is it is really inching its way to a full moon at this very moment. We've got probably about half an hour and it will be full. And we'll be able to watch the eclipse do what it's going to do and to manifest in our energetic fields. So I'm going to invite you to take a moment and get here in time space. And I'm feeling called to do one of our mantras. I am the soul. I am light divine. I am love. I am will. I am power. And I am purpose. And take a moment to feel into that one. I am purpose. And then, even as we all bring that to our quantum field, what resonates back to us is love. Perhaps we are now anchoring universal love, the pure essence of that. Which is the existential and essential element that allows us to manifest this very curious 3 and 4D simulation. And this might be a most auspicious time to call forth the avatars that have graced our outer and inner worlds. And so in this moment, I call forth the Christos. With tremendous love intelligence. And through the illumination of this super full moon, because of how it affects our field and our actual physicality, you might be able to really feel this Christos energy coming through. I can feel it into our field, into each one of you. The Christ. The being who holds that Christos frequency intact for humans and other species to connect to. For that very resonation, to remind our fields. Love, wisdom. And open to that now. If you'd be so kind, open to love, wisdom. And feel it coming into that which you perceive as yourself. There we go. You're doing it. And as we bring this through, what I'm perceiving is, once again, a shift to quantum crystalline. The truth of love wisdom has a transmutational impact on this illusion. to allow it to fade in opacity, if you will, to fade in opacity, to reveal what is behind this grand illusion, what has been formulating and being nurtured and fed by many spiritual beings awakening on this beautiful planet. Welcoming love, wisdom into our field. And likewise, welcoming it onto the planet. The work that we do is for our field of influence. And may it be a contributor to this up-leveling process that we seek and nurture in ourselves. And now forthcoming is Sanat Kumara. That which holds the ability to directly connect with Source. Sanat Kumara acts as a vibratory field so that we might access and link to Source for that evolutionary push, as well as the guidance to do so. And so we now welcome the presence of Sanat Kumara into our field. And you might even have a sense positionally where these beings are residing within our field. Sanat Kumara is appearing above our field. To act as that channel, if you will. But it's more than a channel. It's like an attenuator of our field so that we are attuned. There we go. And the third, shall we say, Ascended Masters Kuthumi. Who brings links to the internal mysteries and who sets them forth into our field for us to discover. Within our work together, but also within ourselves. Ancient and timeless. Christos on my left and Kuthumi on my right, and Source, Sanat Kumara above and below. Forming this diamond is Tara, transmutational force, anchoring us to the ancient aspect of the feminine, the ancient aspect of the feminine. Offering the encodement into our field and our individual frequencies to entrain us in that transmutational, transcendent process. And the Buick diamond holds these frequencies in relationship to each other and in relationship to our field. And now we're invited to be in that and to receive our upgrade. During this Earth celestial event. And there's a pulse. Kuthumi, Sanat Kumara, Christos, Tara. Kuthumi, Sanat Kumara, Christos, Tara. And the word that keeps coming through is elevate. Elevate to transcend. Elevate. And allow. Okay, there we go. And we've reached another, shall we say, sector or manifestation of the crystalline. It's more refined. And this is being recorded in your registry, your personal crystalline registry. It's stacking up. Even as you continue to most relate to yourself and the illusion of density, this is stacking up in your repertoire. There you go. This will make your transition when it's time much easier. And now we're being invited to anchor this Sanat Kumara in and around our crown, in the Christos and Kuthumi, kind of at the pelvic area, and then Tara at the feet. And you may even want to make these tetrahedrons. With the third one being the Buddha. And anchor. The one behind will be your Buddha, right and left Kuthumi, and Christos above, Sanat Kumara below Tara. And anchor these for further reflection, further readiness to up level. In other words, they're willing to create a frame for us. And this will this will link into our crystalline intelligence, the enhancement of our energy and our ability to interconnect. They creating energetic frame for your crystalline body to be held. It's like an esoteric cage, if you will, around you. And I'm hearing anchor, 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 anchor as an invitation for these frequencies to anchor around us and anchor us. And it's supplying the frequencies to allow us to solidify this process, especially in the next 3 years. There you go. Good. Good. There you go. Yep. Trust. This is the next word that came through is trust. Trust. And it is much easier for these ascended ones, these frequencies to manifest at the exact time of the full moon. And so tonight we were blessed with this. And they say that if you are interested in furthering this, that you can move these two tetrahedrons, one pointing up and one pointing down. You can move them to interface with each other so that they are and become a Merkaba. That choice is up to you. Interlocking tetrahedrons to make a star tetrahedron. That step is up to you. And perhaps now make an agreement with the energies of this evening, whether you wish to have them continue on for the next hours, whether you need to recede back into time space sleep. But we are invited, should you be able to put your eyes on the moon, to go and witness the eclipse. Thank you for joining tonight. And we thank those masters, those avatars for finding their way through. And I look out the window now and there it is. There is the beautiful, beautiful supermoon eclipsing at this very moment. So go find your moon, beautiful beings. And love, love, love to you. And soon we will meet again. Always.